What is good, guys? I hope everyone's keeping well. Today is a big day. It is Thursday the 7th, yes, the 7th of May, and it is high day number one of the entire prep. So, what are we, 18 weeks into prep now? First high day going in, which I'm very happy for. The last couple of days have been pretty difficult. Literally off the back end of the Nebula the seminar, I was absolutely smashed. Absolutely smashed. My body weight literally came up like a kilo, and my body felt destroyed. I think I just get used to it then, and it's like you just kind of are able to hold that for a bit, maybe get rid of some of the fatigue. But I think I've just built up such a tolerance to not feeling amazing, like feeling like my energy is really low, and you just kind of get used to it. But anyways, yeah, I checked in with Alan on Tuesday, and he's happy with where we are from a conditioning mark. So that this is even something that we're allowed to permit, but also just the fact that it's needed. It's needed. So, and then yesterday, I don't know if it's because I knew I had a high day coming in tomorrow, but I was absolutely starving. So on the back end of this day, calories are dropping. I'm down to 160 carb, 2,100 calories on a training day, 130 carb, 1,945 calories on a non-training day. Today, however, we do have 600 grams of carbs going into the system and 3,900 calories. So I am going to take you along them meals with me now. I'm just making my pre-training meal, which is going to be 110 grams of cream of rice, 30 grams of whey, 20 grams of honey, and 100 grams of blueberry. So this is going to be, as you can imagine, absolutely glorious. I do not know myself making these big portions of food. I'm very, very happy for that. So this is going to be my pre-training meal, but I will have a meal before that, which is going to be oats. I'm just going to make them when I'm actually eating meal one, because I like them hot, right? But with this meal, I do like it cold. So I'll be chucking this into the freezer once it is made. Once this is made, I will be going in to do some steps. So I'll be going in to do 2 to 3k steps on the walking pad, just get back to some messages, and then I'll come out, make my oats, head to the gym for morning PT until 9 a.m, quick walk, eat my pre-training meal, and then I'll be in the train. I do have to be very, very cognizant of my time at the minute, which is why I need to throw in like these walks pretty regular, because one other little change is that steps are going up to 14k, which is just a hell of a lot of steps, okay? When I'm finished my own session, I will have my cardio still to do. I need to actually ask Al that I'm still doing my cardio today, but I'm under the assumption that I am. And then I'll be back here for another meal and check-ins. I've got some client meetings on today, and then back to the gym for evening PT, and it's just about having the meals in between. So I won't run you through the meals now, guys. Keep them as a surprise. Also, did have an absolutely horrific night's sleep last night, so this is 100% going to be needed. We were out until after 10 p.m. Leinster final, under 20s. Congratulations to my brother on the big W. He is definitely still out. It's 5 a.m. enjoying himself as he should. Big day. But then obviously that meant that, I was getting home half an hour after I'm usually asleep, 40 minutes after I'm usually asleep. And obviously that's just going to lend itself to me not being able to get to sleep for half an hour to an hour. I was asleep between 10:30 and 11, and then up at 4. So amazing. Anyways, I'm going to go drink this, go do some steps, and I'll show you meal one when I'm having it. Alright guys, so meal one is going down now. I feel like I'm cheating on my diet, but I don't have a lot of time this morning. It's 5:45. I need to be out of here by 5 to 6. So I'm just going to go and eat this. But what we do have is 120 grams of oats. We've got 30 grams of whey, so whey is down a little bit today. Protein in general is down a little bit today. 60 blueberry, 20 peanut butter, and 20 grams of honey. and I'm sitting here listening to a bit of Polly Malignaggi. Anyways, as I said, I do not have a whole pile of time this morning, but I will be in touch with you later. Now, this is probably going to be my favourite meal of the day, so I am going to go and enjoy this. Oh my fucking god. I'll chat to you later. Fuck. Okay, so we've had to work with a makeshift tripod, which is a candle. I thought I left the tripod in the car, but I must have left it in Elle's car after the weekend. Meal 2 is going in now. I've got the tin foil on because I do not trust these lids whatsoever. Many a time have I taken the lunchbox out of my bag only to have sludge all over the bag. Now, that tastes ridiculous. Okay, the honey is a game changer here, lads. It's making the whey absolutely insane. So, this now, pre-training meal, 110 cream of rice, 30 whey, 20 honey, and 100 blueberry. The size of this thing. I am very excited for this. We've got the cookie dough cream of rice from Supplement Needs, which is the GOAT, and we have 30 grams of whey from this is Explosion from Perform. Oh my god. I need to keep my manners while on camera here. This is life, lads. So the purpose of the high day is not just, psychological relief, but just to help fill me up a little bit, okay? There's definitely benefits in terms of psychology. This is actually well shown through refeeds and diet breaks and the research done by Jackson Pios. And they actually found less of a benefit in terms of like metabolism, metabolic rate uptick, which is often purported. Although you do generally tend to see on the flip side of high days, once you go back to your normal plan, the ball gets rolling again, alright? But the aim here is just to help freshen me up a little bit, okay? I've been digging and digging and digging quite a deep hole over the past few weeks, and this is going to help replenish glycogen stores, aid fullness within the physique to allow me to again dig down the line. So yeah, this is crazy. I forgot food can taste like this, and I also forgot. Oh, I don't even know what I was going to say there. But anyways, I am actually feeling relatively good now. I was quite tired this morning, guys. After PTs there, I went for just a quick loop of the block, and I said I'll go again after I ate this just to help with digestion, because that first meal that went in, I was like, Jesus, my stomach's not ready for this. But yeah, that's the plan. I won't show you any training because I thought I had my tripod with me, which I do have a tripod with me, but it's for my phone. So what I am going to do is video upper tomorrow, because I've shown you this calves and arm session anyway. I'll report to you after how it is. But yeah, I'll video upper tomorrow. I haven't went through that session, and I'll show you posing probably from tomorrow. Mr. Brian Murphy off to Sweden today. Best of luck, Brian. But he has brought home with him the key for the posing room, which means I can't do posing today. But anyways, it'll look better tomorrow. It won't be the day that you're putting the carbs in that things are going to start to look better. You might see some little improvements, but tomorrow's with the real kicker. So that'll be fun anyways. Yeah, that's all to come tomorrow. I'll keep today just food, and then we'll go tomorrow training and just how I'm feeling after the high day. Yes, I'm going to get to this. Chat to you in the next one. What is good, guys? Hope everyone's keeping well. I am now home from the gym. It is time for meal 3. Today's session was pretty damn good. The best session I've had in a while with just 2 meals in me. So mad what a bit of carbohydrates can do for you guys. Contractions felt immense. Numbers were up. Top sets were up basically everywhere. Absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. Now I've done 30 minutes of cardio. Alan wants me to do the 60, so the 60 will be done. My hamstring is not feeling great, guys. It's been getting worse, so I was like, let's get 30 done now. I'll do 30 later after my evening PT, and that's the way I'm going to go about it. I wish I didn't have to do it, to be honest with you, today, because I think it would set me forward to be able to get back to it as normal tomorrow. But anyways, what we have now is 200 grams of chicken. We've got 110 grams of rice. We've got 200 grams of peppers and 50 grams of mango. When it comes to mango, it's not something that I would usually have, so this is going to be interesting. This is what it looks like before I mix it all up. I'm using this Cholula hot sauce chipotle, which was recommended to me by Mr. Jack Thornton. Yeah, I can taste the chipotle off it there. Jesus. Or smell. I can't taste. I was a bit smashed after cardio, I won't lie. Again, I am very, very fatigued. It's been, I think this has been very much needed for a little bit of time. But yeah, look, I am going to get to this motherfucking meal because right now, I just need to eat. I am absolutely marvin. So, I'll give you a taste test, fuck it. Let's see what the mango is like, right? Because mango is not something that I would usually have. And now I'm just after drowning it in chipotle and some rice, so. Okay. I probably should have tasted it before I put everything on it, but it tastes sick now. Good sick. Okay, I can get down with that. We can have that. It's in there for amylase, aid in digestion. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go eat this. I'll provide you with something a little bit better in a bit. Right, chat to you soon. Okay, I'm eating away here, but I was like, I kind of need to show the guys what I'm after mixing up here when it's all done. Mega, mad. I feel like I'm cheating on everything right now, but certainly is needed, to be honest. I haven't had rice this year. This is literally the first time I've had rice, as it wasn't in my starting prep plan. We were going with sweet potato, but I do know that rice digests with me super well. So what's going on, people? We are back. So it is now 4 p.m. I literally came out of the office at like 3:58, which was cool because I set up my day like literally hour by hour. And I had 4 p.m. as the time I was going to be finished with check-ins. Ooh, excuse me. This drink is literally sitting in my throat. But yeah, I said I'd be finished for 4 p.m. Finished at 3:58, so I had all my check-ins for the day, and I had a meeting with a client. Okay, so the client that I had a meeting with, Sean, he was just struggling the last few days. Like, I think a lot of coaches make it out that everything is, if you work with me, everything is just a smooth ride, and that's not, of course, the reality, guys. Okay, if it was just going to be a smooth ride, the client wouldn't essentially need you there in the first place. Okay, so we troubleshot some things. Okay, basically he was sick and he was actually genuinely just struggling to get back into it, and I asked him to just talk me through things. He's a shift worker and he basically got smashed in work last week off the back of being sick, and ultimately I don't think he granted himself any grace in that regard, like just like understanding of the position that he was in. And he's kind of putting pressure on himself, and it was getting in the way of his ability to do what he was supposed to be doing on a daily basis. So he's like, I haven't been taking my supplements, I haven't been, nailing my nutrition, haven't been nailing the timings on them, etc., etc. And I was like, bro, okay, right, how hard is it for you to get your supplementation in the morning? And he was like, pretty easy. And I was like, okay, cool. Right, so basically you weren't doing that. It was then a negative feedback loop, okay? One of the low-hanging fruits just weren't being met. And all that was happening with that then is he was starting to build up some losses throughout the day. And, you know, you let them losses build. It goes from just being your supplementation into being your nutrition then. Then you're going into training knowing that you haven't been taking your supplements, you haven't been nailing your nutrition as you should. You're just kind of ticking boxes, getting through sessions. And that's where Sean found himself, you know. And the way I tried to frame it was, right, look, I need you to recognize, you know, it's been a challenging enough time. You've been sick, then work, you know, he was doing 12-hour shifts at night time and they turned into 13, 14-hour shifts for whatever reason. And then that was kind of impacting your sleep schedule, the one that's already a little bit fucked up like all shift work is. And then ultimately you were letting that move into your day, during the day, into your morning, and impact low-hanging fruits, things that are actually really, really simple to do. So basically what we done was we were like, right, with your day, let's break it down into morning, evening, or morning, midday, and evening. Okay, I want you to focus on nailing these things in the morning. What were they? Weighing yourself in and then going to take your supplements. Okay, so we're linking the two of them things together. Then we're going to have our first meal at X o'clock. Okay, that's your morning. That's all I'm asking you to do in the morning. During the day, you're going to go to the gym. You're going to nail your cardio after the session. Again, so we're tagging the two of them along. That's all I'm asking him to do to win the middle of his day. And then in the evening, I just want you to get to sleep at, we chose 11 o'clock, okay? I would be well asleep by that time. If I go to sleep at that time, you know, I'm not going to be happy. But for Sean, because he works night shift, by the time he would be able to shift his hours back to, you know, a more reasonable time, he's back in work again. So 11 o'clock is ultimately what we went down, and we've added in some supplements to help with his sleep too. But I say all that to say, look, low-hanging fruits, they are there. Stack up them small wins. They will add into the bigger wins across your week, guys. And you wouldn't think something like just taking your supplements in the morning will have a big impact on your outcomes, but it's, you know, the knock-on event of that. Are we starting a positive cascade of events, or are we starting a negative cascade of events? Yeah. And then, you know, we just went through some other bits with regard to pressure. He's putting a lot of pressure on himself because he's going on a holiday soon. And I was like, bro, there's no pressure here. This is like literally fun, okay? Is it challenging? Yes, for sure. Of course it's a challenge. You're trying to drive your physique forward. But that challenge is something that you knew you were coming into from the start. And that challenge is ultimately going to allow you to grow as an individual when you conquer it. And the pressure, you know, I was kind of looking at it and I was like, bro, who are you going on holidays with? Is it your friends? He was like, no, it's my girlfriend. And I was like, man, she loves you as you are. You know, it's even better that it's your girlfriend. You know, you're not trying to be the friend that's in the best shape there or competing against any of the other boys. So yeah, it was a really, really good conversation. And it was one of them, you know, one of them times where I really felt that my value as a coach shone through. And, you know, this is where we can get into the, like, you see people saying coaching is all about just macros and training plans and stuff like that. And that couldn't be further from the truth. You know, like, I am having these calls on a very frequent basis with a lot of clients. And it's, well, not, you know, this subject or whatever, but, you know, we'll have calls on a regular basis. And it could be coming up to HQ, having chats. It could be, you know, just doing a session together, creating a connection, It could be just having a phone call. Like sometimes I'll get a check-in from a client. I'm like, I'm just gonna ring them, I'm just gonna have a chat with them and see what's up. And then obviously, you know, a lot of the time it can just be pretty smooth too. The aim now, it is currently 4:10, is to get this meal in the next 10 minutes. Lads, I'm on a serious time. The only pressure here is my pressure, all right? I am on a crunch day. Today's been mad busy. Same meal again, I'm just waiting on the veg to cook. And then I'm gonna hopefully get back to the gym by like 20 to 5. Get like 2K steps in before my PT. Do 30 minutes of cardio after the PT. And then I think I'm gonna have to do like 5K loop again tonight. With 2 more meals to come after this meal. Fuck, time is of the essence, right? I am going to, I'll show you the meal, but it's essentially going to be the same as the last one, but why not? And when we're ready. Otherwise, good luck. I'll see you in a bit. All right then, we are back. We've got our chicken in under here, 200 chicken. We've got 110 cream or rice and broccoli, 100 grams. Mixing some of this again from Mr. Jack Thornton. Lads, I'm after having my first Gas Mark 10. It's a supplement Alan recommended for my digestion, and I don't know why, but it's absolutely killing me. I mean, killing me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. My throat is like fucked. You might have seen me drinking something there a minute ago, but I actually don't know what's happening here now. You are supposed to take it in the morning, but I didn't. I forgot. And fuck, I don't know what's happening. I hope, you know what, I might have to leave this video run. Because if I do die, you'll know what happened. What the fuck? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to try and enjoy this. This is very suboptimal. I'll chat to you soon. Jesus. What is good, guys? I am just editing this video, and what you're about to see is Ellie pick up the camera, right? But Ellie decides to put the red wire there, which goes from the mic into the camera. She put it into the wrong hole. There's essentially 2 places that you can put the lead into. She put it into the wrong one, and what that has ultimately meant is the sound degrades from here a little bit, okay? So I need you, listening. I need your ears out to get through this video, okay? I'm very sorry about that. Bit of a pain. I didn't realize literally until now when I was editing the video, but you're gonna enjoy the meals regardless.
Okay guys, so I'm in the kitchen for Mike's meal number 4 of his high day, which is 3 eggs. I never make his eggs the way he likes them though. 50 grams of spinach, 2 slices of turkey bacon, and 350 grams of potatoes. I'm gonna make these potatoes like banging. I'm good at this. How do I stop this? So reporting back from Elle's kitchen, we have Mike's meal number 4. I don't know how to turn the camera around, so this is the best I can do. We have his eggs, 3 eggs, potatoes that I just did in the air fryer, spinach and bacon. Happy meal number 4. I am a chef.
What is good, guys? I hope everyone is keeping well. I have just come back from the gym where we had PT, and I did a couple thousand steps as well, and it has left me at a grand total. Let's see if that works. I'm finding loads of tripods today. Left me at a grand total of 10,366 steps for the day. Which have I got my? Where's my phone there? Show us that, right? So I set this up to yesterday. You can look at that there now. 1 second. Let's see if this works.
I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but basically I have from 4 a.m. this morning, 4:30 meal prep, 5 a.m. 3k steps, meal prep and meal one and eat at 5:30, 6:15 to 8:30 PTs, 1k steps during that, 3k steps at 8:30, cream of rice pre-training at 9, 9:30 train, about 1.5k steps in that, shots, cardio I had from 11 to 12, I ended up doing 30 there, home at 12, chicken and rice, meal one, 12:30 to 4 p.m. check-ins, steps if time allows. Ended up starting at 1 and finished bang on 3:58, and then steps at the gym based on the time available. Chill and chicken and rice 2 was put in before the steps. But then PT 5 to 6, eggs and bacon 6:30. It is 7 now, so I'm 30 minutes behind, 37 minutes behind in fact. And then it says 3 to 5k steps, we have 3.7k. And then 8:30, me and Els will be sitting down to watch Homeland. Came home and this was on the table, lads. So we've got 350 potato, 50 spinach, is it? Yeah. 2 bacon, two turkey medallions, and 3 eggs. Is 3 eggs or 2 eggs? 3, yeah, cool. So I'm gonna go and eat this now. Thank you very much, Ellie. You are the best, the absolute best lifesaver.
Is it hot?
I have to put ketchup on the plate, I hope so. It'll be fine.
It should be. I put the chips in the microwave.
They are so good.
Which, the potatoes? I
Yeah.
put so much love into them.
I did want when I initially saw this, right, I was like bacon and eggs, spinach. Why didn't Alan just give me a bagel? Because the macros are literally the same. And on the way home from the gym there, I was like, I am really happy they're potatoes.
It actually looks like more.
Yeah, just because of the volume. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Right, we decided we're going to heat that up. And the other thing I was going to say was that I was walking toward the door, Alice, right? And you know the way when the people next door make nice food? You know?
Smell it.
Yeah, you
Smell
know?
mine.
I could smell the fry. I was like, she fucking has it on. She has it on. Yup. Final thing. I recovered from earlier, lads. Alice, you're going to see the funniest video ever. You know that gas mark 10 thing that Alan asked me to get, the daily setup?
Yeah, what did you do?
Forgot to have it this morning just because I only got it. And saw it there today. I was like, fuck, I'll try it out, just see what the taste is like. I don't know if it's like the apple cider vinegar or something in it, but I was spewing up. Like I was dying.
See?
No, I was literally dying.
Can I try it?
Because I fairly downed it. Like I had it pretty quickly. You just have it in the morning. Just have one in the morning. It's actually nice. Well,
oh, it smells like crisps, like salt and vinegar crisps.
what? It's coconut.
Yeah, but it smells like vinegar.
It's very good. It's actually nice.
No, it smells like crisps.
Yeah, right. We will see you back here for meal number 6, I think it is. Anyways, I just follow the meal plan. I am the robot. I don't even know how many meals I'm having. Go on, good luck. Alright guys, it is 8:30 in the evening. It is time for our final meal of the day. So here I have made Ellie's Ninja Creamy, which is going to be a good one. But we're not here for Ellie's Ninja Creamy, are we? We're here for my Cocoa Pops. So 100 grams of Cocoa Pops, 30 grams of whey, 300 mils of almond milk. This is going to go down very well, but I need to go get to it because it will go soggy otherwise. Tomorrow, what I'm going to take you guys through is my morning body weight, which is going to be an interesting one. So I'll see where my body weight is upon going to sleep, and then I'll see where I essentially wake up to see how much it drops off as well, which is good information, good data for Alan to have on me. So when I am peaking, and when I'm going to bed, he'll know, okay, when we have the high days, this is how much he drops off, and how much I gain from the morning pre-high day to high day, and then even what that does on the day after once we go back to our normal food. So yeah, that'll be fun. I will also take you through upper and hopefully get in a little bit of posing and take you through that too. So gonna go watch Homeland, lads. We've got an hour before we gotta hit the hay. It's been an epic day and I am out of here. Ciao. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the video, the sound really degrades, right? So what I am gonna do is cut the parts. Well, I've already cut them actually, never mind. The parts after the high day. So in terms of that, you won't see anything from after the high day. What I will do is just give you a quick update, okay? So this was granted now a week ago, but essentially what I went through was just some of my shots from after the high day, which I will put up here. In terms of them, what I'll say is I probably need to be a touch leaner for the carb load to look its best, okay? If you're not quite lean enough, you know, if you do take in a little bit too much carbs, it just won't sit as well, okay? The muscle isn't just protruding through the skin, there's a little bit of body fat there. But my favorite look so far, nice and full. Not the look that's gonna win on stage, okay? So I'll be interested to see what Alan does decide to do with peaking going forward, whether he decides to front load that with the same and then just come back down to that nice look, or if he, you know, throws in slightly lower high days in there. But again, look was good. Upper session the day after was really good too. Now since then, quick update. Things have been super hard, okay? I said I wouldn't have another adjustment. Well, I did. We are now down to 1850 calories, and the suck part about it is that my post-training meal is literally just 40 grams of oats. So I'm down, 40 grams of, not even oats, I wish, 40 grams of whey. So I'm literally down to like 100 grams of carbs altogether. I literally have carbs pre-training and pre-bed, okay? Which is obviously just gonna help with sleep, or try to manage my sleep the best I can. But as you guys know, and as I said before, I will stand up and do whatever is put in front of me along this prep. This prep means so much to me, and that's exactly what I will be doing, okay? We are now about 3 days out from my next check-in. I think from that point on, the pullback will begin. Fatigue will start to reduce. I'm in a hole right now, like a real hole. We've legs on the cars today. This might even be my last big full volume leg session. But yeah, God, I am in a hole, like a deep hole. 70.9 kilos this morning, however. Yes, lowest weight I've been in forever, guys. I did wonder from the start if I'd see the 60s. I kind of hope I do. And based on where we're going now, I would not be surprised. But anyways, I'm going to be bringing another video to you quite soon. It's just been such a busy week. I did lose my camera for a few days. I am only to find it in my car. But yeah, today's the first day I can actually breathe all week. Saturday, legs, 13 days out. I'll have another vlog for you very soon, guys. Thank you for watching, and good night.